Hey, you know what I'm bummed out? Didn't last more than 4 episodes? Doomsday Preppers. There's only 4 episodes.
Yeah,
of
because I talked to somebody that knew people that like producers on it. That the first couple were actual people that Doomsday Prep. The rest was completely just fabricated.
But they got actors?
Well, like they got people to like.
They just found people. I bet I know. Like they would find people who go, "Oh, I hear you're kind of passionate about the poles reversing." Yeah, I am. And
yeah,
do you like macaroni? Yeah, I do. Would you be willing to hold these giant prop bags of macaroni and say, we're when the poles shift, I'm going to have all the macaroni I can eat?
Yeah, it turns out there's not 3 seasons worth of people that are awesomely prepping for the Doomsday.
Or if they're legit, they probably don't want to talk to a fucking New World Order camera crew.
They're hard to find. They're not like going on the Lifetime Network's website.
The most impressive shit I saw, the thing that I was like, that's my Doomsday Jam, was the shipping container thing, where you get a bunch of shipping containers. They're super cheap. They're bulletproof. They're tornado proof. They're everything proof. I think they're even, they're closer to being fallout proof than say, I don't know, a hat.
But they have doors.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like get in a shipping container if there's nuclear war and you're going to be fine. I just
they bury it.
But you can bury them and make a little insta dungeon.
I don't want to be a negative. You can't just bury them though. Like
well, you got to cut like a hole in the top.
No, like I gotta tell you, I've been looking this up since I was in high school, and according to leading structural engineers, you bury one of those things, it crunches inwards like a can. It's not designed to store.
Ah, shit.
You could do it. You just gotta reinforce it, and at that point, just build a bunker.
Oh man, I'm not sitting inside anything that would crush like a can if it wasn't reinforced.
Right. But it's such a romantic idea. To be in a box under the fucking ground, it would be the best.
You're gonna end up there.
That's all I want.
With John Goodman, apparently.
I interviewed a guy who bought a limestone, like the United States military hollowed out this massive, I think it was the limestone.
American Psyche?
What's that?
Nothing.
Hollowed out this mountain, and he put all these RVs inside of it. So, and you can lease a space in it, drive your RV under the mountain, and then when the apocalypse happens, you've got to make it to the mountain, but then you have a place to stay. And so we went on a tour of this place.
Whoa.
It was massive. That's
awesome.
Crazy. It's crazy under there. And the creepiest thing was there's all these RVs that he's lined up in this limestone cave, and next to one of them, I guess to indicate to prospective clients that it's a kid-friendly place, he's put some AstroTurf and a little kid's bike and like a ball, right? It was the spookiest thing you've ever seen. And like you realize this guy who was giving me the tour, he's gonna be God under this mountain when they seal the door.
The overseer.
He was the overseer. It was really creepy.
The underseer.
But also the place had a wine bar. It was like that was part of the...
See, now I'm in. Now you got me.
Wait, what, are people buying spots? How much is a spot?
Well, see, the I don't remember how much the spot was. It was actually it was pretty reasonable. I remember it was like for the end of the world and having a place to go to, or the fantasy that you have a place to go to, because he's taking care of all the prep shit, right? So like
he's filling the jukebox with "I Think We're Alone Now."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all theme songs where you're like, in the beginning it was cool, they were all apocalypse themed, but after a year,
it's the end of the world.
Fuck this.
We did a years ago, I think 2002. Did some USO tours with Drew Carey. Did an improv for the troops around, and we did one show up in Stavanger, Norway, for NATO troops. So a lot of doctors and highfalutin fancy pantsers that work for NATO. And we went and visited Hitler's northern bunker, which was a giant complex carved into a mountain, like an actual superhero. Hitler.
Super villain.
Sorry, villain.
Oh, try that. Get out. Wow. Oh my.
But really,
Hey, look, he had some ideas.
He made the trains run on time.
No, it was straight up supervillain Lex Luthor shit.
Yeah.
And also, picture a giant mountain with giant tunnels built by Nazi engineers. It looked exactly like that. It looked like supervillain lair. It wasn't fun. It was really like Dr. Evil shit.
Were you shocked that Hitler's bunker wasn't fun?
I would have thought, look,
There would be like a bike and a kid's ball.
there was no wine bar.
No wine
Where
bar.
was the fucking wine bar, Hitler? That's the real crime.
I just think it's kind of funny that, like, I think we've talked about this before. You know, the meme of Hitler from that movie, and everything's been done with the subtitles. And then there was a guy who, we had to have talked about this. I just thought there was some guy who looked like that. I have no idea what corporation it was, but it was just like some butter company or something. Like, I don't know, tried using that Hitler meme to do a little thing about their butter or something, and everyone was like, well, now we can't buy your butter, and he's like, but everybody else does it. It's kind of funny how our S&P is kind of projected inward or outward from some weird core of our body that's actually we're just thinking like no one was offended by that in relation to butter, but everyone was like, you can't sell butter and do that. Because if you do, then it's like it's more like we monitor each other for like a flickering LED, we just thump it when it's flickering too much. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with that actually being offended. It's just like, well, if you haven't gotten the part, if you can't figure out that.
What was Hitler's angle in that?
Yeah, I need to know this.
I have
Can
no
you bring that
idea.
to speed with the meme, the Hitler meme? I don't
What's that movie called? Downfall. You've seen it?
Yeah, I
haven't seen it.
People put subtitles to Hitler losing his shit when he realizes that the Russians are coming and he's losing the war. And so it'll be about the Dallas Cowboys are having another bad season. And they just change the subtitles to why Hitler is all bummed out.
Or Conan leaving, whatever.
Right.
It's any pop cultural, usually large events, or the new iPhone is.
Or a Warcraft update people don't like will often make it in there.
Some guy who was technically accountable to some company, not Entenmann's, but something was like. Entenmann's did a thing. Remember what was it? I can't remember. It was the. I love this shit. I'm sorry. I wanted the coffee table book of this, but what book? What I could just go on the internet. But there was the girl. I'm laughing because the guilt.
Are you okay, Dan?
There was I'm laughing because of what I have to now say after laughing this much. There was a lady who was famous for killing her baby.
You're right. That is funny.
Yeah.
Is it Casey whatever?
Yes, the Casey Anthony verdict was what? Not guilty. Was it not guilty? The trending topic was not guilty, and so some kid that worked at Entenmann's, I think it was like, who's not guilty of eating a delicious brownie? That person was just thinking oh shit, I gotta get up on this trend. Everyone's talking about not guilty for some reason because of a baby murder, specifically an unpunished one. And so it just kind of looked like they were like, yeah, holla. But they weren't even trying to do that, obviously. They weren't actually making it. They didn't know. They were probably like, oh, it's a trending topic.
Yeah. One more customer that's going to be out that can buy Entenmann's.
Anyways, I like that stuff.
I love the triumvirate of Trump, Casey Anthony, and Hitler.
Yeah.
This is going beautifully.